In most cases, we replace a part because it is broken. But what if we need to replace a part not because it is broken, but it was intentionally designed to fail and the manufacturer intentionally doesn't give us an option to repair it? Today's case is a perfect real-world example of planned obsolescence versus the right to repair. In today's video, we're talking about the Smart EQ, basically a Mercedes product. Be very careful when you get one of these vehicles into your workshop, because sooner or later it will set the fault code P0463F1. And that's a fault code for an electric coolant pump. We've seen many cases where workshops replace the coolant pump, check the wiring, even replace the wiring, search for hours, check the fuses, replace lots of parts, but the fault code will never clear. In this video, I'll try to explain why. When we first encountered this fault code on a smart vehicle on our help desk, to us it immediately sounded familiar, because we have previously wrote a bulletin for the exact same issue on Renault vehicles. On a Renault, that fault code doesn't always mean you've got a faulty coolant pump. In many cases, the fault code is caused by a wear counter that counts down inside the engine control unit. Basically, this counter keeps track of the usage of that coolant pump. You can compare it a bit to an engine oil service light. After a certain amount of usage or time, the car will tell you that service is required. The same is true for this counter, but if this counter reaches its limits, it will set a fault code for that coolant pump. Now here's where things get interesting, because on Renault this is not a big problem. Renault's got a proper function in its diagnostic tool to reset the counter. So after you have checked the system and everything is alright, you can reset the counter and the car is fixed. Nice and simple. On Mercedes, this is a totally different story, because in their tester, this function is not made available. We went through Sentry, for all the special menus, for all the guided functions, but the function is just not in there. According to Mercedes, to fix this fault, you have to replace the PCM. And that basically means you have to replace a control unit that's not broken because it sets a fault code on a coolant pump that's not broken. So basically, Mercedes is telling us that we have to replace a control module, not because it's broken or physically damaged, not because it cannot work anymore, just because there is a counter inside that can't be reset. And of course, the new control module comes with a fresh counter. Because we were getting quite some cases on this subject, we decided to do some testing and research. And we actually found a non-official aftermarket tool that can reset the counter. So we used this tool to reset the counter, and after that the fault code was gone and the car was fixed without replacing any parts. This means that technically there is a solution, but efficiently Mercedes hasn't made this available. The official solution is replacing the PCM. Now, since we are not a fan of replacing perfectly fine parts, we of course made a bulletin available that can simply be found by entering the car and this fault code into our platform. This video is about a lot more than a fault code on a coolant pump on a smart car. It's part of a larger discussion on planned obsolescence and the right to repair. Because should we just replace a control module because an internal counter has reached its limit? And should your customer pay for a new PCM because of a problem that could easily have been fixed with a simple service reset? And do you think that manufacturers should be obliged to give us access to the service functions, especially when other brands already have got similar functions on comparable systems? In this case, you will be able to help your customer and prevent a perfectly fine PCM from being replaced by using an aftermarket scan tool. But it's my opinion that if a counter exists and it can be reset safely after doing the proper checks, this should be made available by the manufacturer in the official scan tool as part of a normal repair procedure without any workarounds. In this case, the manufacturer chose to make the repair more expensive and less sustainable. So my question is, should we replace parts because they are broken, Or should we replace parts simply because the manufacturer doesn't allow or doesn't give us the option to fix them? Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And if you also want access to this bulletin and thousands like it, then please go to DDTSB.com and read all about what we can do for your workshop.